Tony, if somebody were to ask you for some tips about how to improve their negotiation skills, what would those be?
Plan what information you want to give and what messages you want to send, and what information you don't want to give. And very importantly, what do you need to find out from the other side that will help you confirm that your assumptions about this were correct? Because once you know that, you'll feel much more comfortable. And another piece would be, don't panic. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't right. And I learned very early on in my CEO career, being called up to Sweden to negotiate with a company up there that was already a client, and walked into a room. There were 4 people who I knew, sat around a table, said they were waiting for their boss to come. The boss walked in and he sat down. I've never met him. And he virtually said, we've got somebody else who can give us what you give us at half the price. So I did some testing. What do you mean? Do you get the same materials? Do you get the same outcomes? More importantly, and yes, we do. So I just closed my books and said, well, why am I here? Because it's clearly a tactic to try to get us to really drop our prices, and which we couldn't do. And we'd already had a long-standing relationship with them. You could see the other people in the room that we knew sweating, because they're thinking, well, why is this guy doing this? After a while, when I closed the books, he got up and walked out and left it to the other people, said, I'll leave it to Sven then. And we just went back to having a normal conversation. It was a bad tactic, which was trying to cause me to panic. But I'm pretty sure my preparation and planning for that negotiation was right. So there's no need to panic, really. So that's one thing, or 2 things. Another one would be, don't abuse your power. If you've got power, as this guy thought he had, don't abuse it. Because if you abuse that power and try and push people to things, unless it's a very short-term relationship and you don't need each other as a symbiotic relationship going forward, then it's a very bad tactic. If you want to abuse it, that's fine, but you won't keep a long-term relationship. I guess one of the other things is enjoy it, right? Because if you've done everything right up to that point, it can be quite good fun negotiating. And the best people to negotiate with are skilled negotiators. It's awful to try to negotiate with somebody who doesn't know what's happening.
Or who doesn't have a strong mandate from...
Or who doesn't have a strong mandate from however many people they need a mandate from.
Indeed. So, thanks very, very much indeed.
Thank you.